What's good, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today I have for you Clayface. This is the official trailer. Last time we were here, we were checking out a teaser. I think this is DC's first R-rated movie, right? First R-rated comic book movie. Clayface, shape-shifting, body horror, just disgusting. So as we get started today, if you are new to the channel, most definitely hit that subscribe button. And with that being said, let's dive on in.
Show me.
Isn't that Shorty from Mickey 17? I think I said that before, or maybe we saw her in something else.
What do you want, Miss Hagen?
I want my life back.
Matt Hagen.
I know you. You're famous.
I don't know much about Clayface. I've always known of the character, but I really don't know much about Clayface. I don't know his.
I'd like to volunteer for human trials.
This isn't cosmetic surgery.
Even if it kills me, I'll be better off than I am now.
Oh, they jacked him up.
Matt! What?
I'm okay.
You okay?
I'm okay. I feel great, actually.
I bet you do, sir.
I have no idea what side effects you'll have or how to treat them.
Sir, the seatbelt sign is on.
We're in unknown territory.
This is crazy. You gonna jab yourself in the eye, brother. I mean,
What's happening?
If you're harboring feelings of anger, you need to let them go.
You want to know how I feel? The people I trusted betrayed me. The justice system failed me. They stole my career, my money, my life.
so he's out getting
I'm a
his.
monster.
This is disgusting. But he's out to get his revenge. His revenge. Okay. Ooh.
I have no idea who you are.
Clayface. October 23rd. Nice. That I'm not gonna lie, that's crazy. Like, it's dope. Like, it's crazy in a good way. Like, I like it. Like, the fact, and it's Clayface, right? I honestly, this is probably like the last character I was expecting to see on the big screen, right? Because, you know, DC, they have their habit of recycling the same characters, right? Superman, Batman, Superman, Batman, 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 Superman, 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 Batman. You know what I mean? Like we had a Catwoman movie that was trash. Love you, Halle Berry. Shout out to you. But that Catwoman film was trash. I'm always gonna enjoy Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn, right? But it's just a lot that could have went better with some of the characters they've shown us. And instead of constantly rebooting and recasting and rebooting and recasting, if they just stick to their guns and actually sit down and come down with a plan to flesh out the DC EU, as it's dubbed, then I think we could have had a crazy, like, proper, like, Justice League, like, reveal. You know what I mean? Like, we could have had, like, instead of just constantly doing Batman and Superman over, we could have, you know, obviously we got Wonder Woman already, you know. We haven't really, other than Dark Knight, you know, Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight, you know, R.I.P. Heath Ledger, and, you know, Jack Nicholson from, you know, the Tim Burton Batman. We haven't really got like like, I think Joker and I want to say the Joker should have got his own film, Joaquin Phoenix. The first one was good, second one not so much. But it's just something that's just always off, right? They give us bits and pieces, right? DC gives us bits and pieces, but never something as a proper like whole, right? And I mean that because what happened? We got Justice League, right? But then we got Flash and stuff like that. They introduced Supergirl, but then the Supergirl we have now, completely different actress. They should have kept the actress from the Flash films as Supergirl. Nothing against what's her name? Millie Alcock. Nothing against her, but there's got to be some level of continuity, some level of like, yo, let's just expand what we have. You know what I mean? Martian Manhunter was teased more than a few times. We never got Martian Manhunter. You know, the new Superman, we got to see, I think, Hawk Girl, Guy Gardner. You know what I mean? We get bits and pieces from DC, and it doesn't make me a less of a fan of DC. I just wish they would have did it better. Right? Marvel, for those of you who've been with me, you know I'm a Marvel guy. Right? I like how they did it. As much as people complain about, okay, this point was a drop off for Marvel Studios and this didn't do good, they expanded the universe of Marvel. That's why we got that huge, expansive MCU because we started with Iron Man, you know, from Iron Man all the way to Endgame, and everything in between. And you can't just count the films. So we're talking about like the one shots, the little one off like videos and stuff, you know, in between films, you know, the TV shows, like, you know, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., all that stuff that connected into each other to make a bigger, expansive world that we could all enjoy. Even so much so that look where we are now. We're literally on the verge of dealing with Doctor Doom, right? And I think they did it very well. I think Marvel did it very well. You can hate them or love them, but I feel Marvel did it very well. You know, they took a lot of characters that weren't really, you know, on the top of people's list like that and made them household names. I'm talking about Iron Man. He wasn't as big as he was, right? As popular as he was, he Robert Downey Jr. took him to a whole nother level, right? Spider-Man has always been the guy, right? But Ant-Man actually became a household name. Hawkeye, Black Widow became a household name. Hulk was always on the forefront of popularity, but then, you know what I mean? This boosted him even more. You know what I mean? For those who were in the know, we already knew of Pietro and Wanda Maximoff, aka Quicksilver, Scarlet Witch. They blew up even more. You know what I mean? And then, you know, it's just a lot. It's just a lot. I just feel Marvel did it very well. They slipped up on Blade, right? They slipped on a lot. They didn't do everything perfect because they fucked up on Blade, right? And that we should have been had Blade. You know, granted we got him in Deadpool and Wolverine, you know, but you know, we need a proper Blade movie for the now of MCU. Anyway, let me not take up too much more of your time because I know it's ranting crazy. I appreciate y'all. Let me know down below in the comments what you think of Clayface coming to the big screen, and who would you want to see, you know, take up space on the big screen as a DC villain or hero that we have not actually got to see. All right, maybe Poison Ivy. I mean, technically she was in Batman and Robin, but that was Uma Thurman. Shout out to Uma Thurman, but I'm talking about in the now. Anyway, I appreciate y'all. Continue to take care of yourselves, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.